Good morning. This is Barbara from Little Rock. It's Saturday morning, and in spite of all the chaos in the world, I am uh, reading children's books. And let me tell you, now that I'm retired and living in an independent living area, I have lots of time to read the Walk My Connor, as you know, and cook breakfast in the middle of the morning, which I'm sure I appreciate you watching that. That was that was painful recording that one, but the food was good anyway. So my neighbor next door is Barbara Willingham. And guess what? Not only is she a manager here, she's from Missouri. She comes down here to take care of us here at the complex. And she writes children's books. Yes, she does. And nothing's more fun when you get this my age and you read a children's book and you say, I love this. This is so very good. For your background, that's neighbors talking to each other. I don't have my mask on today because I'm the only one out here. I don't know if I'm supposed to wear it all the time or not. But anyway, I put some lipstick on, brushed my hair, and this name of this one by Barbara Willingham is The Little Tiny Small House. And what really got me on this book is it starts out talking about her mama, who she loves. That's the real Barbara, not the story. And she's talking about her mama, Beulah May, in her dedication, And this story is based on uh, Beulah May's memories, and it's just so pleasant to read. And it's talking about potbelly stoves and wood stoves, and they name the potbelly stove. It's really. And she talks about getting up really early in the morning, like this, and get out as quick as you can because it's so cold. If you remember these days, you'll enjoy this little book and read it to your grandbabies too. So anyway, I've just got a kick out of this little book. There's the busy little stove. It's got the little hands and everything. But I think the stove's named Busy Betsy. Busy Betsy. And it goes on about the smells in this itty bitty house. Now, I'm sure. Now, I know you don't want to lie, but I know that you remember going to your grandma and grandpa's, and they had a potbelly stove. They baked bread and cookies in a little house. It smelled so good. And how grandpa always had a blessing before every meal. They lived through the Depression. Grandparents did, and they're very thrifty. And they even had a water pump. Now, we had a water pump growing up, so I could identify with this little book. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you the storyline in it because I think, in fact, I know you would enjoy. And if you know what this is your children's book to read to your grandbabies. I'm telling you. Maybe your great grandbabies. But if you know what that is, I know what that is. I know you did. Oh, I got a story. Oh, but I'm getting off track here. Okay. So anyway, we're going on and on talking about how Grandpa, he's putting wood in the stove, and it talks about him. And I'm not going to tell you about this book. You're going to have to buy it. Now, you can get it on Amazon, and Author House, it looks like, is a publisher on this one. Let me see. Yeah. Well, if you message me, I'll give you all the pertinent information. But that is it, right there. This is just really, really precious. Now, this one I haven't started yet, but I read the other two, and my neighbor right now, Barbara neighbor on that side, not the Barbara, the author, but anyway, and she's read, well, she's reading the other two too, which I've already read, and we're switching off. But I'll get her review on it and see what she has to say. But I'm getting ready to read this one, Chatter's Nut House. I think you'll like it a lot. I know I will. And I will be. I can't read them online. You know, of course, she would give me permission, I'm sure. But there's all kinds of legalities. But I hope and that you will check out these little books. These are just so precious that even old people like to read them. Just so they can read them to their grandbabies and have an excuse to read them. And their great-grandbabies, too. But anyway, that's Barbara Winningham. Winningham. And I hope you try this book. And you will thoroughly enjoy it. Thank you.